you don't respond to everything. You know what I mean, guys? Everything don't need a response, especially when it's a clear cut victory. You know what I mean? We black, you know what I mean? We brothers, we men. You know what I mean? It's really nothing to prove. You know what I mean? We supposed to be brothers. But without further ado, guys, I got skills. Skills. I does this. Like, I does this. A true alpha is defined by how he talk his shit in front of a submissive female. You know what I mean? So that's a scientist talking to you, all right? You know what I mean? Like I told you guys, popular is popular and knowledgeable is knowledgeable. You know what I mean? Cool is cool and smart is smart. You know what I mean? Don't try to mix one up. Don't try to mix it up. You know what I mean? The cool ones ain't always the knowledgeable ones. But you got some knowledgeable and cool ones out there. You know what I mean? But just pay attention. Don't fall for the false prophets. That's what this episode is about, guys. Stop falling for the false prophets. You know what I mean? We too old to just really be praising anybody that know the same stuff, information that we should already know. You know what I mean? It's love is love. You know, when I tell you something that you ain't think about, that's what it is. I don't want no kudos and none of that. Thank you. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. Do what you gonna do. But I'm giving the information to you because that's what I want to do. All right, guys?
To understand that I do have a website now, okay, and I'm also on fans only because I took care of my body. All right. Oh. What is that? Let's just say. The good gingerbread man, okay, Mr.Goodbread are pussies. They can't fight.
Hey, how many times have you met one of those dudes at work or at school who regularly talks about fighting? Weak men who want to appear tough around other people will frequently talk about fights and come up with ways to subtly brag about their fighting skills, which most of the time they don't even have. And this is yet another way that weak men try to intimidate other men, and you'll most commonly find this sign among men in high school or even college. In most cases, these weak men don't know how to fight at all, but they will talk about fighting or other things involving violence as a way to make you and other people believe that they are the tough alpha that they claim to be. So the first major thing that weak guys do to try to act alpha is belittling other guys around them in order to make themselves look bigger and more important.
You know what I mean? You don't respond to everything. You know what I mean, guys? Everything don't need a response.
Man, okay, Mr.Goodbread are pussies. They can't fight.
So if you ever find yourself subtly bragging about fights that you used to get into, then there's a good chance that you're trying way too hard to act alpha. Now, next up.
Yeah, but you gotta. Yeah, it's you know what? It's not even about age. I'm starting to realize it's not even about age because some of the older ones is bitter too. Remember, some of the older ones they hold on to resentment because they washed up now, and it's a bunch of us young ones coming up, and we get to play the game a little bit on easy. Remember, the Generation X guys had it a little bit difficult. You know what I mean? In terms of how to get it. You know what I mean? Because not really. Because in them eras, that's when the girls was freaking off. Dudes was running trains on women in that era. We get sexually harassed. So honestly, we is in the harder era. We the millennials are in the harder era. Soon as we say something, the female ready to scream sexual harassment. And the Generation X, they didn't have that. Know what I mean? They ain't have all them stipulations. They ain't have no Me Too movements. So to be a pimp in that era was kind of playing the game on easy. You know what I mean? In this era right now, if you to say your truth, you know what happened to dudes that saying their truth? Not even touching a woman, just saying their truth, dudes is getting slammed out here. So, you know what I mean? It ain't even about age. You gotta judge a person by results. If a dude not living right, he ain't living how you want to live, I ain't listening. If you ain't living how I want to live, I ain't listening to you, bro. That's a whole hundo. Simple.
Well, I'm a father too, so that's kind of disrespectful for a guy to try to pull your collar about how you not an alpha, and that's all I was trying to do. He just got upset.
Guys, mega important. You guys got to be aware. You got to be aware of the old heads that's disguising helping you, but they trying to invest in your product. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful of them because those dudes, they got love for you and they like what you're doing and they see what you're doing, but they'll try to live vicariously through you. You know what I mean? So and eventually they'll pitch you an idea where it's coming from a helping perspective, but you know what I mean? If you take it, you take it. If you don't, you don't. And then after a while, they keep pitching. And the more you turn down because that's not what you're about, you just genuinely, you lead your own path. They just get that anger and brew. And before you know it, now they want to challenge you. You know what I mean? And they want to come back out of retirement. And you know what I mean? And it's weird. It's weird energy. So just stay far away from dudes like that, guys. Because they miserable because it's over. It's over for them. It's over for them. They gotta hang it up. And to see like us guys doing what we do, is like it's you know what I mean? It sucks. You guys gotta think about the people that created rap music, how they look at the guys that rap now and how much money they get to do what they do. And these guys, when they invented it, damn near they wasn't getting no bread. It's something similar to that. Definitely, man. 100% agree with you on that, man. 100% agree with you. They don't. I mean, man, listen, man. It's not even difficult, man. It's not even difficult. It's not that difficult. People make it rocket science because they refuse to work on themselves. They refuse to control them emotions, man. It's a lot of man, and it's a lot of dudes running around here with the Jezebel spirit, man. It's the dudes that'll throw rocks at your car and put their hand in their pocket. It's a lot of them dudes out here, man. You know what I mean? I tell dudes, yo, you don't get nothing for being the biggest alpha. Ain't no reward for being the biggest alpha amongst your peers, amongst your brothers. Save that biggest alpha when you come dealing with women. And you don't get no reward, you know what I mean? For being a bigger alpha than your brother. You feel me? It don't.
I'm looking towards females who are just beautiful, okay? Beauty fades, okay? Even sex fades. And I'm the only one guy on the internet can honestly say I lost my virginity at 31. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all sex, all that shit fades.
He lame. He got a bunch of 35 to 55-year-old dudes over there on his channel sitting there hoping and praying that they get some money when they 50 so that they could do shit that we and you did when we was 17, 18 years old, bro. Damaging. That's damage. That's damage. That's damage.